letting me be here today. It's such an honor. And second of all, I want to thank all of the other speakers, because to be able to be up on this stage after or before all of you is so special to me. Especially, did anybody hear Aixa speak today and Auda? Both of them have been very good friends of mine for many years. We've seen each other at our worst and at our best, so to be able to, for all of us to share the stage this weekend, when I found out that all of us were talking this weekend, it actually brought a tear to my eye. So thank you all for allowing me to be here today. Second of all, any of the doctors in the room that heard Dr. Reekman speak about the NeuroLife Center, I want to share with you that I am getting care down there, and I don't mind to share my story with any of you. I'm not going to take a lot of time today to talk about it, but Dr. Longyear, I saw you. You're over there in the corner, right? Dr. Longyear's over there. He's taking really good care of me. Well, I can't tell you enough how important it is for you to go down there and get checked. I don't care how often you're getting adjusted. Go down there and have them check out your neurology. It's amazing work. So I'll tell you a little bit about me. I've got 5 lessons to give you today. Anybody want to know 5? Why 5? Why 5? Anybody know what the number 5 is in Mandarin Chinese? Anybody? Wu? See? Wu, right? Everybody give me a woo. Woo! Okay, good. That's why it's 5. If you saw the movie Focus, you know why I picked that number, but that's why I picked 5. So I'm going to give you 5 lessons today, and then hopefully you'll go home with a little bit more than what you came with. So about me, I grew up on a dairy farm in Wisconsin, and I know that there's some people over here from Wisconsin. I started at Palmer. I graduated from Life. I transferred halfway through. I'm a 96 graduate of Life. I practiced in Tennessee for the first 10 years, and in 2007, I had a tragedy happen between me and my husband, who's now my ex-husband. We had a tragedy happen in our family, so we decided to sell that practice in 2007 and move back to the Midwest to be closer to family. So 2008, January 8th, we moved from Johnson City, Tennessee, back to Wisconsin. And for the first 6 months, we really didn't even know what we were going to do, because we were burnt out on everything, burnt out on life, and decided 6 months later that all we knew was chiropractic. So we were going to open up another chiropractic practice. A few months into the practice, my ex-husband and I, we were still married at the time, we couldn't get over the tragedy that we had gone through, and I was suicidal. So we've all heard different stories about fear this weekend, right? Well, what makes people suicidal is fear, right? The fear of not being able to overcome what they're going through. So I was suicidal. So I called up my mentor, Larry Markson, because I knew that if anybody in this world could help me, it would be him. I called him up, and this is what he asked me. He said, Dawn, do you have faith? I don't know. I didn't grow up in a religious household. The only God that I knew was the one that told my dad to take away my Kiss albums because they were satanic worshipers. So I really didn't know what he meant when he said, do you have faith? And he said, no, do you know that there's something out there? That there's something that controls everything, like the universe? And I said, well, yeah, I suppose. And he said, well, then you know that faith and fear can't coexist. And that's the one quote that kept me going. That kept me going on a daily basis, was knowing that as long as I had faith, I was going to make it through. So I grew my practice. I followed Larry. I did everything that he told me to do. And that's the lesson number 1, faith and fear can't coexist. Lesson number 2 is the 2 ways that he told me you could grow a practice. Number 1 is healthcare class. And even though there's a lot of doctors out there that say that they don't work, do you know why they don't work? Because they don't do them. Healthcare class, number 1 way to grow your practice. Number 2 is public speaking. So Larry told me, get out there and talk to everybody. Go to every organization, every company, every school, every place that you can go that's going to hear your voice, and talk to them. And I said, but Larry, I'm afraid of public speaking. And he said, fear is for jerks. Lesson number 3, fear is for jerks. So I got over myself, and I went out and I started talking to every company that I could possibly speak to, but I didn't talk to them about chiropractic, because they all had all the chiropractors want to come and talk to them about chiropractic. I talked to them about positive affirmations, personal development, goal setting, about creating a compelling vision. And that's number 4, creating a compelling vision. And that's how I learned to create everything that I wanted in my life, was by creating a compelling vision. Because if you believe it, you achieve it, right? If you see it in your mind, it appears in your life, right? So that's what I decided. I decided that I was going to create everything that I wanted. I created an affirmation for everything that I wanted. I knew I needed a new CA in my office. I created an affirmation. I created a visualization, started meditating on it. And then the last step was I started giving gratitude. Because we forget that step. We affirm, we meditate, we visualize, but then it happens for us, and we forget to say thank you. So the one thing that I want to share with you guys today is my biggest, most favorite visualization, meditation that I came up with a little bit of help from another one of my mentors, Rick Markson. And it's a meditation on how to bring new patients into your office. So I think it's great that we have a lot of students here today, because you can all take this with you, whether you're in first quarter, fifth quarter, 10th quarter, whatever. You can use this meditation to create anything that you want to in your life by just changing one little thing. So I want to know that everybody's in. Everybody in? Yes. We're going to do a little bit of a meditation today. So I'm going to put a picture on the screen, and you're going to look at it. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to look at the picture. All you got to do is stare at it for a few minutes, and then we're going to go through just a small meditation. Fair enough?
Yes.
Make sure you make note that the faucets and the sink are all golden. Everybody good with it? We all good? Yes? Close your eyes. You are standing in the waiting room or reception area, whatever you want to call it, of your office. The entire room is white. And in the corner, there stands a golden sink. And the faucets are golden. You slowly walk up to the sink and turn on the faucets. And instead of water coming out of the faucet, you have every perfect patient. They're the patients that pay, play, have fun, respect you, love chiropractic, believe in vitalism, show up on time, refer their friends, refer their families. They don't vaccinate their children. They believe in a drug-free life. They eat healthy, and they exercise, all flowing out, continually flowing out of the faucet. Now you press the button to make sure that the drain is open. And even though we like to ignore it, we all know that every once in a while we have one of those patients that comes into our office that we really don't resonate with. They really don't belong in a chiropractic office. So we're going to keep that drain open. And every patient that isn't in alignment with your belief system is going to flow out of the drain. And you have a continual flow of new patients, all the new patients that you want into your office. You leave the faucets on. You walk away from the sink, through the entryway into your clinic, and you begin your day. Open your eyes. Everybody got it? One last thing to add, I need every single one of you to stand up. Arms up in the air. Thank you, universe.
Thank you, universe.
For all the new patients I want in my office.
For all the new patients I want in my office.
You can sit down. So along with that, I coach other chiropractors in practice, and one of the things that I don't believe in is numbers. Because you can go from seminar to seminar to seminar to seminar, and all these different chiropractors talk about numbers. And I don't believe in numbers, because numbers just are numbers. What it's all about is helping one at a time. And if you believe, you will achieve. They will come to you. Create it in your mind, create it in your heart, and whatever you decide you want in your life is going to come. Visualize it, affirm it, meditate on it, give gratitude for it before it even happens, and it'll come to you. So lastly, like Sharon said, I'm the Impact Tour Director at Life University. Go out there and make an impact on the world. That's what chiropractic does. Just do it. Thank you. Give me a whoa.